Welcome to the longest running quiz show in the area. Categories. High school students compete to answer questions on topics from art to science, history to current events. And now, here's your categories host, John Bartell.
All right, welcome to Categories and our first match of the 15-16 category season as the Shawnee Mission East Lancers are taking on the Blue Valley Northwest Huskies. Let's go ahead and meet our competitors, first from East.
Hi, my name is Jack and I'm a senior.
I'm Nate and I'm also a senior.
I'm Annika and I'm also a senior.
I'm Shing and I'm also a senior.
I'm Chloe and I'm also a senior.
And our competitors from Northwest.
I'm Nick and I'm a sophomore.
I'm Ben and I'm a sophomore.
I'm Alex and I'm a sophomore.
I'm Zoe and I'm a freshman.
And I'm Julie and I'm a sophomore.
All right, fantastic introductions. We're ready to begin our first round of play here on Categories, in which each team will take turns answering a question. If a team responds incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal that category. We did a coin toss before we started taping. It was won by Shawnee Mission East. So Lancers, here is the first category. It is theater drama. What Neil Simon play tells the story of two retired vaudeville performers? Huskies, same question, theater, drama specifically. What Neil Simon play tells the story of two retired vaudeville performers? Of course, it's the Sunshine Boys. Sunshine Boys. Ask your grandparents about that one. They probably know the answer to that one. All right, Huskies, we are coming to you with science anatomy is the category. Where is the general location of the latimus dorsi muscle? Nick.
The arms.
It is not the arms. Lancers, chance to steal this science anatomy question. Give the general location of the latimus dorsi muscle. Nathan.
The back.
It is the back. Back to you, Lancers, with U.S. geography. There are 10 towns or cities in the United States named Springfield, but only one serves as a state capital. Name the Midwestern state whose capital city is Springfield. Jack.
Illinois.
It is Illinois. Coming back to you, Northwest, sports terminology. At the beginning of each hockey game, the puck is dropped. What is this maneuver called? Nick?
The face-off.
It is the face-off. Very good. Lancers, back to you with a science question. What two colors does a colorblind person have trouble distinguishing? Chloe.
Red and green.
Red and green are the two. Very good. Huskies, back to you with current events. Name the House Majority Leader who was the front runner for the Speaker of the House position when he surprised everyone by withdrawing his candidacy. Zoe?
John Boehner.
It is not John Boehner. Lancers, chance to steal this current events question. Name the House Majority Leader. Nathan.
McCarthy.
McCarthy, Kevin McCarthy. Back to you, Lancers. Literature is the question. With which country is this set of fairies associated? Trolls and gnomes. Chloe.
Ireland.
Cannot accept Ireland. Huskies, chance to steal this literature question. With which country is this set of fairies associated? Trolls and gnomes. Alex.
Scotland.
It is not Scotland. We would have accepted Norway, Denmark, or Sweden. Huskies, coming back to you with a language vocabulary question. In aerotechnology, the process by which an outer part of an object, such as a space vehicle or a meteorite, are wasted or cut away is called what? Lancers, chance to steal this language vocabulary question. In aerotechnology, the process by which the outer parts of an object, such as a space vehicle or a meteorite, are wasted or cut away is called what? Jack?
Decay.
It is not decay. Ablation. Ablation. Back to you, East, with a music composer's question. What German composed the music about the legend of a spectral ship commanded by a Dutch sea captain who had sworn to round the Cape of Good Hope if it took him all eternity? Nathan.
Wagner.
It is Wagner. Huskies, back to you. General knowledge is your category. What is the purpose of an emergency solar still? Lancers, to come back to you for a chance to steal this general knowledge question. What is the purpose of an emergency solar still? Chloe.
To purify water.
Purify water, very good. Lancers, back to you with world geography. Spain's Balearic Islands are located in which body of water? Jack.
Mediterranean.
It is the Mediterranean. Huskies, coming back to you, U.S. history is the category. What is the name of the Native American whose gigantic, unfinished sculpture in the Black Hills of South Dakota was started by Korczak Kielkowski? Ben.
Crazy Horse.
It is Crazy Horse. Lancers, current events is your category. North Korea recently celebrated which anniversary with a massive military parade in Pyongyang? Is it the 50th, 60th, 70th, or 80th? Jack.
60th?
It is not the 60th. Huskies, chance to steal this current events question. North Korea recently celebrated which anniversary with a massive military parade in Pyongyang? Was it the 50th, 60th, 70th, or 80th? Alex.
50th.
Sorry, it's the 70th. 70th. Huskies, we are sticking with you, and this one is a proverb. I'll explain it prosaically, and you recite the proverb. So put it in what everybody knows it as. Okay, here we go. We're starting off. People are never satisfied with their own situation. They always think others have it better. Zoe.
The grass is always greener on the other side.
Yep, grass is always greener on the other side. Very good. Lancers, coming back to you. This time it's sports, specifically quotes. Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. What sports hero said this? Jack?
Lou Gehrig.
It is Lou Gehrig. Huskies, back to you. This time it's a math geometry question. Find the area of a rhombus with diagonals measuring 8 meters and 12 meters. Ben.
48.
We can accept. Yep, 48 is correct. Yep. Lancers, coming back to you with U.S. history. By what means of transportation did most newcomers arrive in Oregon in the 1830s and 1840s? Chloe?
Wagons.
Wagons, very good. Huskies, coming back to you. General knowledge, this time specifically fabric. This ornamental fabric is made up of decorative open-work thread. Two well-known types are Alencon and Valenciennes. I'm mispronouncing that, I know. What is it? Nick.
Silk.
It is not silk. Lancers, you have a chance to steal this general knowledge question specifically on fabric. This ornamental fabric is made up of decorative open-work thread. Two well-known types are Alencon and Valenciennes. What is it? Chloe.
Lace.
It is lace. Coming back to you, Lancers, world geography. It's a fairly long sentence or long question, so please pay attention. What capital city was designed on a circular plan centuries ago to symbolize its identity as the navel of the universe? For the next 500 years, its site permitted its control of the Arabian Gulf and Mesopotamia, funneling nearly all east-west trade through itself or subjugated ports. Time on that. Huskies, you have a chance to steal this world geography question. I will repeat this long paragraph. What capital city was designed on a circular plan centuries ago to symbolize its identity as the navel of the universe? For the next 500 years, its site permitted its control of the Arabian Gulf and Mesopotamia, funneling nearly all east-west trade through its self or subjugated ports. Zoe?
Babylon?
It's not Babylon. We were looking for Baghdad. Baghdad. Huskies, we are coming back to you. It's another world geography question, this time monuments. Architect Nicola Salvi designed this, often called the last great Baroque monument in Rome. Name this fountain. Lancers, chance to steal this world geography monuments question. Architect Nicola Salvi designed this, often called the last great Baroque monument in Rome. Name this fountain. Nathan.
St. Peter's Fountain.
It's not St. Peter's Fountain, it's the Trevi Fountain. Trevi. Lancers, back to you. Vocabulary. Literally meaning badger dog in the original German. Name this canine. Nathan.
Dachshund.
Dachshund. Yeah, very good. Coming back to you, Huskies. Literature. Who wrote of a fisherman named Nick in a short story entitled Big Two-Hearted River? Nick?
Jack London.
It is not Jack London. Lancers, chance to steal this literature question. Who wrote of a fisherman named Nick in a short story entitled Big Two-Hearted River? Chloe.
James Joyce.
It's not James Joyce. Hemingway. Hemingway wrote that. All right, coming back to you, East, with a science question, this time on medicine. Hemophilia is a disease in which the body is unable to form what? Nathan.
Blood clots.
Blood clots. Coming back to you, Huskies, vocabulary is the category. We will finish this question. Identify the court decree, often acknowledging fraud, declaring that marriage never existed. Ben.
An annulment.
Annulment, very good. And with that final response of our first half, Shawnee Mission East has a lead of 12 to Blue Valley Northwest 5. At this part of our program, we will go to a student from each team who will give us a campus update. And from Shawnee Mission East, we have Jack. Jack, what is going on with the Lancers?
Well, our fall play called Blood Wedding is coming up on November 5th. In sports, our football team's doing very well. We've lost one football game this season, so we're very proud of them. Our marching band just went to the state competition and made it to finals. And we just recently did our second annual Senior Service Day.
So on the Senior Service Day, is there several projects involved, or is there one?
A multitude, yeah, a plethora. A multiplicity.
Outstanding. All right, and Ben, you are giving the update for Northwest, so what is happening with the Huskies?
Well, at Northwest, we just had our play Death by Design last weekend, and we had 20 National Merit semifinalists this year, the most in the district out of the 47 representing Blue Valley. And our varsity soccer team is wrapping up its regular season this week and still only has one loss. We're hoping to make the Final Four in the 6A state championship state competition for the 4th straight year. Our marching band has been very successful this year, earning a 2 at the KU Marching Festival and participating at K-State later this week.
All right. Lots of great stuff happening at both schools. That's pretty impressive with 20 National Merit semifinalists, correct?
Correct.
Oh, that's pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Okay, as we head into our second round, it is the lightning round in which we place questions on the floor for either team to respond. If a team responds correctly, they earn a point for their team. If they respond incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal. So here we go. Both teams, hands on the buzzers. The category is humanities. Which of the humanities do the adjectives op and pop describe? Nathan.
Art.
Art. Very good. Next category is music. Arrange these woodwinds according to their range from lower notes to higher notes. Here they are. The flute, the piccolo, English horn, bassoon? Shane.
So lowest to highest?
Yes.
English horn, bassoon, flute, piccolo.
Sorry, cannot accept that. Huskies, chance to steal this music question. Ben?
Bassoon, English horn, flute, and piccolo, ranging lowest to highest.
Yeah, that is the correct order. Right, next category for both teams is movies. Tell me the magic word in a song sung by Julie Andrews in the 1964. Ben?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Very good. I'm glad you answered that because I wouldn't have been able to do that. All right, both teams, economics is the category. Why are preferred stocks called that when they often have no voting rights? Chloe.
They're safe
I cannot
investments.
accept that. Cannot accept that. Huskies, chance to steal this economics question. Why are preferred stocks called that when they often have no voting rights? Ben?
They're the preferred stock type of the company.
I cannot accept that either. Actually, they have the first right to dividends is the answer we were looking for. Biblical histories for both teams. Which of Joseph's belongings inspired jealousy among his brothers? Ben?
His Technicolor dream coat.
We will accept that. On the card it says a coat of many colors, but we will go with your answer as well. Math for both teams. A millisecond is 1,000th of a second. What is the term for 1,000,000th of a Ben?
A nanosecond.
I cannot accept that. Lancers, chance to steal this math question. Nathan?
Microsecond.
Microsecond is what we were looking for. History for both teams. What country exploded its first A-bomb in the Montebello Islands off the coast of Australia? Nathan?
Britain.
Britain. Very good. General knowledge for both teams. In 1980, New Jersey passed stiff penalties for engaging in what fraternity activities? Nathan?
Hazing.
Hazing. Spelling for both teams. One of the stumpers at the National Spelling Bee was a word for the degree given to college graduates. How do you spell baccalaureate? Chloe?
BACCALAUREATE.
That is correct.
International baccalaureate.
They're all baccalaureate students, so it's just how the cards play out, people. All right, here we go. U.S. geography, specifically parks, is the category for both teams. Which national park consists mainly of Araucaria oxylon arizonicum, a species of prehistoric conifer? Nathan?
Petrified forest.
Petrified forest. Government for both teams. In what Supreme Court decision was the executive branch's claim of absolute privilege of confidentiality of presidential communications denied? It would be the United States versus Richard Nixon. U.S. history, First Ladies. Mrs. Rutherford B. Hayes, from 1877 to 1881, refused to permit wine or spirits to be served at White House dinners or receptions. What was her nickname? It was Lemonade Lucy. All right, history for both teams. It is March, and in Boston there is a gathering to mark the 5th anniversary of the massacre. In London, Parliament passes a restraining act aimed at New England fishing vessels. In Virginia, a convention hears Patrick Henry say, "Give me liberty or give me death." What's the year? Ben?
1776.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. Lancers, same question. Jack?
1775.
75 is the correct response. History for both teams. The Petition of Right in 1628, the Habeas Corpus Act of 1679, the Bill of Rights in 1689, and the Act of Settlement in 1701 all had the effect of limiting what? Ben.
The Monarch's power.
The Monarch's power, very good. Science for both teams. Which region of an atom represents the greatest density? Ben.
The nucleus.
Nucleus. Poetry for both teams. It starts off with a quote. Oh, to be in England now that April's there. Was it Lord Byron, Robert Browning, William Wordsworth, or William Butler Yeats who wrote these lines? Nathan.
Lord Byron.
I'm sorry, it is not Lord Byron. Huskies, same question. Poetry is the category. Oh, to be in England now that April's there. Was it Lord Byron, Robert Browning, William Wordsworth, or William Butler Yeats who wrote these lines? Alex.
Browning.
It was Browning. And with that response, you've narrowed the gap a bit. Shawnee Mission East 19, Blue Valley Northwest 11. Film is the next category. The motion picture, Chariots of Fire, focused on athletic competition. What specific sport? Ben?
Track events.
Track events, very good. General knowledge for both teams. It's dealing with advertising logos. Television producer Bill Bonnert posed for the trademark of his Young Boy logo for what paint company?
Bear.
Ching?
Sorry, Bear.
It is not Bear. Huskies, chance to steal this general knowledge question. Television producer Bill Bonnert posed for the trademark of his Young Boy logo for what paint company? Zoe?
Dutch.
Pardon?
Was it Dutch? The Dutch paint company.
Yeah, let me check. Okay. No, I'm sorry. Can I accept it? We would needed the whole thing Dutch Boy Paints. I'm sorry. So no point awarded on that one. Economics, business for both teams. It starts with a quote. In a hierarchy, every employee tends to rise to his level of incompetence. What law of business and industry is expressed by these words? Jack?
Core competency?
I cannot accept that, sorry. Huskies, chance to steal this economics business question. In a hierarchy, every employee tends to rise to his level of incompetence. What level or what law of business and industry is expressed in these words? Ben?
Law of hierarchy?
It's not the law of hierarchy, it's the Peter Principle. World languages for both teams. Name the language group to which the following European languages belong. Polish, Czech, Russian. Nathan.
Slavic.
Those are Slavic. Science terminology is the next category. In summer, it's called estivation. What's it called in winter? Nick.
Hibernation.
Hibernation. Music composers. What modern composer was called the world's outstanding specialist in Hungarian folk music? Nathan.
Was this Gurecki?
I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. Huskies, chance to steal this music composer's question. What modern composer was called the world's outstanding specialist in Hungarian folk music? It's Bela Bartok. Bela Bartok. World history for both teams. Ho Chi Minh City is the name of the city that used to be called Saigon. But who was Ho Chi Minh? Nathan?
Leader of the revolution by the Vietnamese people against the French.
We'll accept that. Very good. Sports for both teams. A lead weight attached to a fishing line is called a what? Jack?
Sinker.
It is called a sinker. Math for both teams. An inch represents what percent of a foot? Ben?
8%.
Cannot accept that, sorry. Lancers, chance to steal this math category. An inch represents what percent of a foot? Nathan?
7.6.
I cannot accept that. 8 1/3. 8 1/3.
Fun.
Current events for both teams. Svetlana Alexievich, a journalist from what country, became the fourth nonfiction writer to win the Nobel Prize for Literature? Alex.
Russia.
Cannot accept Russia, sorry. Lancers, chance to steal this current events question. Svetlana, Nathan.
Ukraine.
Is not Ukraine, Belarus. Belarus is what we're looking for. World geography for both teams. What city is the only large urban area in Ethiopia? Jack.
Addis Ababa.
That is correct. Next category is literature. What happened to Longfellow's schooner, Hesperus? Nick.
It sank.
It sank, you're right. Very good. And with that siren, that does denote the end of our contest with the final score, Shawnee Mission East 23, Blue Valley Northwest 14. Please join us again here next time on Categories as we will continue to bring you the best and brightest minds of high school students all throughout Johnson County.